All right, I am going to go ahead and get started. So the purpose of this today is to introduce everyone to the 2B Mindset nutrition program, just to give you guys a bunch of information. So as I sort of announced earlier this week, I'm actually becoming a 2B Mindset certified mentor. And it's because this is a program that I have been doing now for 6 months, and it's through Beachbody. So many of you might know that I'm a Beachbody coach. And this is a program that I really do believe in. It has really helped me sort of improve my relationship with food by changing my mindset around food. And that's really a big part of what the 2B mindset is all about. And it has sort of liberated me in many ways because, programs that I've done in the past include either, counting calories, measuring strict portions, or counting points. And then you feel like, to me, that just feels very restrictive. And so 2B Mindset is a intuitive eating program. So you're going to learn how to listen better to your body and what your body is responding well to and what it's not responding well to, in terms of both like weight loss as well as just how you feel. And like I said, I've been doing this for 6 months now. I'm down about 5 pounds since I started, which I realize doesn't sound like a lot, but when I started, I was already at like 132 pounds. So I didn't have a lot of weight to lose. And I'm still losing weight slowly. But again, I don't have a ton of weight to lose. And at the same time, I'm actually working on trying to build muscle mass. So I don't really have it doesn't sound that impressive, but the changes in my body I have noticed are fantastic. And I just feel great. So this is something that I wanted to share with everyone. This is why I want to become a mentor to help others, work through this program and realize how, eating and your diet doesn't have to be so restrictive and you can really start to feel great. And so this is going to be an informational session about the 2B mindset. And then I am starting a challenge group called the Food Freedom Challenge that's going to start November 1st. And so this challenge group is basically just going to be, a small group of people that want to learn this program. So there'll be certain videos to watch on certain days, and I'll go over that. But it's just going to be a support group as everyone learns the program, and starts putting things into place. And my hope is that, that you will be able to take all of those tools, particularly this time of year, and maybe make it through the holidays without gaining weight, and then maybe even, start losing weight during the holidays. So I know it's doable because I started intuitive eating last fall about this time. I guess mid-November is really when I started learning a lot about intuitive eating and how to use it. And I lost 10 pounds over the holidays last year. So it's doable. But so with that, let's get started. Okay, so first, I of course want you to meet Lana. So Lana Molstein is the creator of this program. So she will be the nutritionist. I am not a certified nutritionist, but I am just there to be your coach, to be your mentor, to work with you one-on-one. But Alana is the one who will truly be teaching you the program through all of her videos. And so I really wanted to let her be the one to introduce the program to you. So I am going to play this video for you now. And I will let her basically give you the rundown.
If you're struggling with your weight and you feel like you've tried everything that's just enough hope, that's going to end today. My name is Lana Molstein, and my battle with weight started as early as I can remember. Diet and deprivation never worked for me. So I was determined to figure out how I could eat a lot of food and still lose weight. I created a program to help me lose 100 pounds and keep it off even after having 2 kids. It's called the to be mindset. Yes, mindset. Because it's not just about the food you eat. It's how you're thinking about your food and your body that has to change. I have lost 82 pounds on the to be mindset. I've never thought this could have been possible for me. It was the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. And I did not have to starve myself in the process. When I first heard about the to be mindset, I have to say it sounded too good to be true. I said, what do you mean I'm going to never be hungry? I've lost 73 pounds. I was shocked every time I would hop on the scale, it was going down. Let me be perfectly clear. The to be mindset is not another fad diet. In fact, it's not a diet at all. Because I always tell my clients that diet just stands for did I eat that? It just makes you obsessed with what you can't eat. I lost my 100 pounds focusing on what I can eat. And that's a good thing because I love food and I like to eat a lot of it. I promise you're going to eat plenty on my program and you'll never feel deprived. You'll enjoy satisfying portions of delicious foods and you'll still treat yourself to dessert, wine, and all your favorite foods.
I never ever feel like I'm being deprived or something.
I love not having to sit down and count calories.
There's no measuring or weighing anything. I can go out to dinner with my family. I can eat the same foods as my family, and I can still lose weight.
And here's another great thing. With the to be mindset, exercise is extra credit. That's right, it's completely optional. I always recommend you start by focusing on your food first, dropping some weight, and then you'll see, you'll want to start moving your body. What I love about the to be mindset is you don't have to exercise. I've lost 166 pounds and now I love to exercise. Here's how it works. All you have to do is watch a series of short videos, which feels like you're having a one-on-one session with me. First, I teach you my 2 buddies, 4 simple strategies that can help you start losing weight today. Then you learn how I break down all the food groups and the purpose of each one. And yes, you get to eat every food group, even carbs. Then I teach you my plate it method, so you learn how and when to eat for maximum weight loss. There's no calorie counting, weighing, or measuring required. Plus, we go to the supermarket, and I'll show you how to read food labels and make the best choices to save you money at checkout and time in the kitchen. I also show you how to set up your pantry and fridge for success. If you don't cook, no problem. I show you how to eat out, order in, and survive the holidays and travel with ease and confidence. Then we get into the mindset piece, which is really my specialty. That's what's really going to differentiate this experience from everything else you've tried in the past. We'll talk about emotional eating, mindless eating, and how to conquer craving. Now your food choices will come from a sense of empowerment and enjoyment, not from a place of confusion and deprivation.
What I love about Alana is her program embraces the food and doesn't make it the enemy, embraces the scale and doesn't make it the enemy.
It's not like you're learning from a registered dietitian, and it's like you're learning from your best friend.
The fact that she's been a former big girl, she touched me in ways that I can't describe. I lost 41 pounds with the to be mindset.
And I worked closely with Beachbody to create these awesome tools to make losing weight even easier. The Getting Started Guide is 3 simple steps to get your weight loss going. The 90-day tracker is everything. We designed this tracker based on my experience working with all my clients. It will help you figure out what works best for your personal weight loss. There's no cheating, nothing to be ashamed of. If you bite it, you'll write it. But it will show you that you can always still lose weight with the to be mindset. A recipe book of 30 of my favorites, like creamy cauli risotto with roasted chicken and banana egg pancakes. My go-to guide, which highlights all of my principles in one easy place. And this 30-ounce water bottle. Because I always say, more water, more weight loss. And you'll see that too. And what I love best about Beachbody is they want you to succeed. So if you don't lose the weight you want or you're not satisfied for any reason at all, you'll get your money back. The only thing you have to lose is weight.
The to be mindset has given me every possible tool to be able to not only drop a substantial amount of weight, but to be able to keep the weight off for the rest of my life. There is absolutely no way to fail with the to be mindset unless you don't start.
So are you ready to do this with me? Let's lose this weight once and for all. Reach out to your Team Beachbody coach or visit try2bemindset.com for more details.
All right, so hopefully that gave you a really good overview of sort of what to expect. I mean, watching that just, it almost like gives me goosebumps. I'm such a firm believer. So, but just to sort of recap what Alana was saying, so what you're going to get, or what is the 2B mindset. So it is a video-based weight loss program. So you're going to be watching a bunch of videos, and she's going to talk about, you know, what to eat and when, so you can figure out what works for you and for your body. She's going to help you conquer emotional eating or some of the other, you know, mindsets or reasons that have maybe kept you from being able to lose the weight and keep it off in the past. And then just to reemphasize that you don't have to count calories, you don't have to count points, you don't even have to measure things or weigh things out if you don't want to. I still, you know, measure and weigh some things, but you don't have to. And you don't have to cut out any food groups. And you can still have your wine, you can still have your treats. And she'll talk about how, you know, to do that and still lose weight. And so there's a lot of topics that are covered in the 2B mindset. So the initial videos are going to talk about the different food groups. And then she'll talk about making over your mindset. And she has a lot of these little sayings that, you know, you'll kind of ingrain into your brain, and then you'll start putting those into practice, almost like little mantras that you can kind of remind yourself. So for example, one of them is called Dinteo, which stands for, do I need this eating opportunity? And you know, she'll explain like what that means. But, you know, basically if someone is passing by and saying like, oh, grab a cookie, you know, you can say to yourself, do I need this eating opportunity? And you'd be like, I don't actually, I'm good, thanks. So just little things like that. She'll do a grocery store tour, as she mentioned in her video, and talk about how to handle eating out, traveling, social events. So a good example is actually Josh and I went out to dinner last night. We went to this cute little place that has a Mexican food truck that's actually inside. So it's like having food truck food, but there's also like tables and you have a waiter and all of that. But it was a really cute place. We've never actually been there before, and we wanted to try it. And yeah, I still enjoyed myself, and I woke up this morning and I think I had a 0.4 pound weight loss today. So even with eating out last night, I still had a weight loss day, because I used sort of some of the strategies that Alana has taught me to do that. And of course, emotional eating is a big one. So she'll talk a lot about that. She'll talk about, there's really 5 different types of hunger that she talks about and how to manage all of those. She has videos on what to do if you hit a plateau, what to do if you feel like you've gone off track, and a lot more. So I did want to pop over and just sort of show you what you're gonna get exactly. So once you have your login, and you know, I'll talk about the packages and you know what it will cost to get you access. But the 2B mindset, you know, you have all these videos about learning the program, about meal prepping, eating for life, overcoming obstacles. There's a bunch of recipes for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. And then the resources tab will be a lot of the documents that she talked about, like the getting started guide and things that are in a PDF format. There might also be like a 30-day meal plan in there. But yeah, so it's short videos, and you would go through and you'll watch all of these videos. And in the challenge group, we'll have certain videos to watch on certain days. You know, and then we can, in the group, we can talk about, you know, maybe what we learned, what we're excited to try, things like that. And so I think there's about 40 videos total. And so that's what you get with the sort of the base 2B mindset program. And actually, let's just look at the resources here. So yeah, so you get a PDF copy of that getting started guide, her go-to guide, a PDF copy of the tracker. So if you choose a package that does not come with a paper tracker, which I do highly recommend, I love this thing. But if you don't, you can, the Beachbody app, it has a section for you to be able to track in the app. But like it has different modules for like water and weight and food and all those things. And so I don't like using the app for that very much. But then there is like this PDF version that you could print off that would be like, you know, a normal page version of what's in the actual tracker book. And then of course, food lists, and because she'll talk about the different food groups, meal planning tools. So Plate It is the method that she uses as opposed to counting points or measuring things. And so you'll learn all about the Plate It method. So there's a little recap here, you know, quick guides, how to use it at restaurants. And there is a 30-day meal plan. So, and recipes. So you'll get all of this with the base program. Now, if you get the Body subscription to go with it, there's a lot of benefits to Body, but one of them being you get a lot of additional tools for the nutrition programs. So for 2B Mindset, that includes, you know, so these are the basic things that you get, but then you also get all of these monthly videos. So there's a new topic every month. And then she does like one-on-ones with people, and you can sort of watch her do these one-on-one sessions where she actually reviews someone's tracker and sort of goes through and helps them figure out like what is working for them, what isn't working for them, and what they might want to tweak and change. And so those can be really useful to sort of listen in on. She does office hours, which you can attend live. So you can actually ask Alana your questions specifically live. And I do like to hop on when I can, if it aligns. The times are different each time, but she does these every 2 weeks. And next week, she's got one on the 28th, so on Thursday. And for me, that falls right at noon. So I'm going to attend that while I'm on my lunch break. But if you can't attend live, those are also recorded. And so you can come access those here if you want to come see the recorded office hours. But it is really nice to go live, and if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. And then if they want to answer that question live, sometimes there's more questions than they can answer, but I've been in sessions where they can get to every single question because like there's 40 people that show up and only 10 people have a question. So it's really useful, and I really enjoy going. And they have audio versions as well. And then there's a whole bunch more. So the basic program comes with like that one 30-day meal plan, but they come out with a new meal plan every month, and new recipes every month if you have the Body subscription also. And then there's a bunch of recipe videos that you can watch. So all of the new recipes that are coming out, they'll have a little video, and you can actually watch her make it, and she'll talk you through it. Most of them are they're not difficult recipes to make. And it helps you get a little bit excited about making them too. And then resources, these are probably a lot of the same resources as you saw. So this is sort of like the extra stuff that you get if you also get the Body subscription on top of the base program. And I did want to go, so also with that Body, you get access to this 2B Mindset exclusive community that's on Facebook. So I just wanted to show you that there's 23,000 people in here. And you know, so people are constantly on here talking about sharing recipes that they've done. You see here an announcement about the office hours next week. So 186 people RSVP'd saying they're going. I promise you there's probably only about 40 people that will actually show up. You know, people who are talking, you know, people just ask questions or they ask for accountability partners, people sharing their progress photos. Like there's just a ton of things. People, you know, this person says, okay, I need some dip ideas. Can someone, you know, give me some ideas? And then people will tell you what's working for them or whatnot. So it's just, if you want a nice Facebook community, there's that too. And one thing I was going to say that I forgot about the office hours is that that's also, if you're someone who like really enjoyed going to like Weight Watcher meetings in person, you know, where there is kind of like a topic that they sort of talk about, and then there's some conversation and participants, you know, get to share and participate. Like it's very much more, it's kind of like that. And it's every 2 weeks. So if you did like going regularly to Weight Watcher meetings, it's similar to that, but obviously on the Zoom platform. So not quite as personal, but it's, I really enjoy them. So I did just want to point that out. Oops. Oh, did I close my presentation? So that's sort of what you get with the 2B mindset. And of course, doing this together is always better. And so having, you know, an accountability group is, I think, sort of key to success. When I started doing an intuitive eating program last fall, I had 2 of my really good friends. We were doing it together and we got on like a Zoom call once a week, just to talk about like the videos that we were watching and how it was going, and you know, tips and tricks to help each other and just to support each other. And honestly, like I don't know if I would have done nearly so well if we hadn't been doing that. And so that's what this group in November is going to do. And then I'm hoping, you know, if there's enough interest, then we can have a group, you know, aside from my Chomp, Bustle, and Transform Facebook group, but we could have another group specific to people who have gone through and learned the 2B mindset, that are doing the 2B mindset. And we could start having, you know, if we want to have a monthly call or a weekly call and do our own thing, aside from what Lana does too. So we can certainly do that if people are interested. You know, I would be happy to do that and sort of facilitate that as the coach. And so I did want to talk about this Finding Food Freedom Challenge group, which this is basically a 2B mindset challenge group. I call it a challenge group. It's not really a challenge. It's just, you know, a chance to learn and sort of immerse yourself in the program, learn it, and start living it. And so I did briefly want to go over the Challenger Handbook, just so you'll see sort of what you're getting with that challenge group. And so let me share that here. So when you get into the challenge group, I'm going to send you a copy of this handbook. So there's a welcome message here. We'll talk a little bit about goal setting. And so, you know, you might want to set a few goals for, you know, either the duration of this challenge, or maybe you have goals for the next year, and you want to write those down. That way, when you're starting to struggle or you need a little bit more motivation, you can come back and look at what those goals are and remember, like, this is why I'm doing this. This is really what's the structure of what our weeks are going to look like. So it's actually going to be 5 weeks long. I know I said the month of November, but it'll start on November 1st, this prep week. And so you won't really necessarily be working the program yet in this first week, because you need to learn all of the basics first, obviously, before you can start doing it. And then the next week is when you'll really start living the plan, and then we'll start watching these other videos. So, but you'll see that there's, you know, 2 videos a day to watch this first week, and then it's really just going to be like 1 video a day. Some of them are super short, like 1 minute long. Some of them are a bit longer. Like here, there's a 45-minute long video, but these are bonus videos. So it really shouldn't be a huge time commitment, certainly not in these first 4 weeks. And this does span Thanksgiving. So the last day of this challenge group will be, I think it's December 4th. But like I said, we can then transition into not like a structured challenge group like this, but just sort of a support group if we wanted to. This handbook also has a place for you to sort of track where you're starting from, so starting measurements. There is also in your tracker, there is also a page for you to track your measurements at the beginning, and then you can, compare that as you go. But this is a 3-month tracker, so if you want to be tracking like weekly, there's a good place that you can do that. I don't even measure weekly because I don't think my body changes that quickly. But certainly probably measure at the beginning of the 5 weeks and then at the end of the 5 weeks is what I would do. We can have this fun photo a day challenge where these aren't necessarily related to the topics of the video for the day, but we could just, each snap a picture and share it that we, sort of our interpretation of what the topic or the photo a day challenge topic is. So healthy, like what does healthy mean to you? Is that eating healthy? Is that meditating? Is that drinking your water, or whatever? And you don't have to participate in this challenge if you don't want to. Exercise is extra credit in the 2B mindset. So you don't have to come up with a fitness plan if you don't want to. A lot of the packages, you'll have access to the entire Beachbody library of fitness programs. So if you don't already have a fitness program, there'll be so many to choose from if you're looking to start. If you're not looking to start a fitness program right away, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to just make a plan for exercise, there's a page for that. And then there's pages to start meal planning. And these themes are just suggestive. It's just if you need ideas. Honestly, I would recommend maybe when you're starting out, maybe choose one of Alana's actual 30-day meal plans and follow that with her recipes. So I don't know if I've ever made a 2B mindset recipe that I did not like. So I would highly recommend that. And I might try to do that for November. So we'll see. I have a ton of travel in November too, so that's going to be a little iffy, but we'll see. But so basically there's 4 weeks worth of meal planning sheets if you want. And then there's these wellness trackers. Like I said, I would probably just use the 2B mindset tracker. But there is an option where you don't get like a physical tracker in the most basic option. So if you don't have that 2B mindset tracker, you could use this as your tracker. So, and then I think at the end, yeah, there's a bunch of recipes. So these would be recipes that fit the 2B mindset. And so there's just a bunch for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So just a ton of different recipe ideas if you need them. But like I said, on the website, there's also a ton of recipes. So that's what you get in the Challenger Handbook. So now let's talk about finding the toolkit that fits your goals. So if you think that this is something that you're interested in doing, there are a bunch of different levels at which you can sign up to do this and at different price points. So we can certainly find what works for you. And I would love to have one-on-one conversations with folks so that we can help determine what is the best choice for each person. But just to sort of talk about what these packages look like. So the challenge packs are actually now called total solution packs. But basically a 2B mindset Beachbody on demand Shakeology challenge pack is the one that I would personally recommend. And so what this pack comes with is it will come with a 30-day supply of Shakeology. I am obsessed with Shakeology. I'm addicted to it. I was a huge skeptic in the beginning. I thought that this was just, you know, another shake. And, you know, I am not a meal replacement shake person, and these are not meal replacement shakes. They could be part of a meal, but they are not intended to be meal replacement. I use them almost exclusively for creating healthy desserts, so superfood desserts. I use them to make my cookie dough balls. I use Shakeology to make my fro-woes, so my little homemade frozen yogurt desserts. I oftentimes just put a scoop of Shakeology in a bowl and add water, and then add some like sugar-free morsels and just eat it. It tastes like, so like the chocolate Shakeology to me tastes like brownie batter. The cookies and creamy Shakeology tastes like more like a cake batter. So, you know, depending on which kind you get. So for me, if you're someone who, especially if you're someone who's always is sort of craving something sweet after dinner, like a dessert, I highly recommend it for those people. But there's also, you could get a version of the challenge pack that instead of the Shakeology comes with some of the Beachbody performance products. So there's two options. One is you get the Energize and the Recover. So Performance Energize is a pre-workout, which you drink 30 minutes before you work out, and it's going to help you have more energy and help you work out longer. And then there's the Beachbody Recover, which is basically like a post-workout drink. So you put a scoop of that in milk. It tastes just like chocolate milk. It's really delicious, but it's basically like a protein shake that is intended to drink, particularly after like weightlifting, but a lot of people drink it after cardio workouts as well. So there's those. If you're more of like a workout person, you know, you might want those products. There is a pack that comes with all three of the Shakeology and the performance products. That's an even more expensive package, but if that's what you're interested in, I can certainly, you know, get you price details on that. And then there is another one at the same price point of these that comes with Energize Hydrate, which is like a during workout drink that helps. So if you're the kind of person that likes to drink sports drinks and not water while working out, that's a good option. And then it also comes with collagen, which helps your hair, skin, and nails look great. And so a lot of people drink those things in a single concoction together. So the Energize, the Hydrate, and the collagen, they put it in like a single beverage. And I know a lot of coaches who call that their mom crack because it gives them energy, it keeps them hydrated. You know, it helps them look good. And I know a lot of women who just like drink that as sort of like their getting up in the morning and getting on with life and dealing with kids drink. So if that's something you're interested in, there's that package as well. So aside from that though, they all come with the 2B Mindset program and materials that I talked about. So this particular package, these come with the first 30 days of body. And then you can decide either at the end of the 30 days whether or not you want to keep the body. So I believe it's $20 a month, monthly, if you want to have access to all of those extra additional resources. I do that. I pay for that. I think it's worth it. Absolutely. You could also, if you know you want to commit to a whole year, you can actually get a discount by committing to a whole year of both bod and body. You also, with these challenge packs, because they're 2B Mindset challenge packs, you will also get, you know, the tracker, the water bottle, a copy of Lana's book. You can drop it. I believe it's a digital copy of the book. I would have to check. And then of course you get me as your one-on-one coach. And so what this looks like in terms of money, because I'm sure that's what people are wondering, like how much is this going to cost? So these packages are valued at $443, but right now they usually sell for $180, but they're on sale until the end of October for $160. And then I actually have some additional promo codes, so I can get you another $10 off of this price. So you can get all of this for $150. And so this is just showing, this is if you were to choose the Shakeology one, but if you choose one of those other performance stacks, it'll be the same, same price. And so, yeah, so this is if you get the Beachbody On Demand, and then you get the first 30 days of Body free, but then it will be $20 a month after that. But you can easily cancel that subscription. Like, you don't even have to talk to customer service if you want to cancel Body. It's super easy. It's literally a click of a button. So you don't have to deal with anyone trying to haggle you to keep it or anything like that. You could decide to opt out of even the 30-day trial. I would not recommend it. Because if you do get the 30-day free trial, you will get, that normally comes with a 2B Mindset tracker and the portion fix containers. So if you were to decide that 2B Mindset is not working for you because you need more structure, portion fix is a much more structured program that has these portion containers. And so you would have the opportunity then to switch over because you would have access to all of the portion fix digital nutrition program materials as well. And then you'd already have the containers. So if you decided that you wanted to try the other nutrition program, you could. I'm not sure if because of the 2B Mindset accessory bundle and Body, if you'll get two 2B Mindset trackers or just one. I'm guessing you'll just get the one because the 2B Mindset accessory bundle is normally $50, not $40 retail value. So I think they've already accounted for that here in the retail value that you see here. And then of course, if you don't want a copy of Alana's book and you don't want those guides and the water bottle, you can save $20. We can take that 2B Mindset accessory bundle off. So then it would be $130 instead of $150. So that's totally up to you. And then, like I said, if you opt to do the full annual membership, then the total package will be $328. That does save you, I think, over the course of the year, paying monthly for Body versus just getting the annual membership. I should have done that calculation, but it is cheaper if you're going to have it for a year to sign up for the annual membership. You save, I think it's like $40. But don't quote me on that because I didn't do the math. And so, like I said, all challenge packs, I can get you an extra $10 off with promo codes that I have. So let me know, and I will hook you up. And one thing I will say, don't just like jump on the website and order these. If you want me to be your coach and you want to work with me one-on-one, I will send you like a very specific link for you to use to sign up. So definitely talk to me. Don't just like run off and buy these because I would love to work with you one-on-one, because otherwise you'll get assigned a random coach. It'll be some random person, and that won't get you access to like my bod groups and all of those things. So you definitely want me as your personal coach. And then there are some cheaper kits. So if you don't want access to Beachbody On Demand and you just want access to the 2B Mindset program, so in this case, you won't have access to all of the fitness programs. You would not have access to Body. So with these, you can't get any of those extra resources that I talked about. You know, you won't have access to the Facebook community. You won't have access to all of the new monthly materials that come out. But if you don't want all those extras, you can get the 2B Mindset kit for $119. And so that gets you the basic 2B Mindset program videos and materials. And it will come with the tracker, the water bottle, a PDF copy of the book, and you would still have access to me as your personal coach. And then if you really want to go the most basic and just have access to the videos and digital copies of the materials, then you can get that for $74. And I did just want to mention, there's so many other things that you could add on if you're interested, if there are other products like collagen, like Power Greens, or other performance products, or maybe you just want to try like some samplers. You know, the Weekender kit is really great because you get samples of the Energize, the Recover, the Hydrate, our beach bars, which are delicious and way better for you compared to most of the protein bars out there on the market. We also have like fitness accessories, like if you want a step to do, you know, that's the Transform 20 step that you see there. Like the Shakeology boosts don't necessarily have to go in your Shakeology. So I put my Power Greens actually in my yogurt when I have Greek yogurt and berries for breakfast, because that helps me get a serving of vegetables at breakfast. But these are all options. They're just add-ons. I just wanted to throw it out there that if you are interested in any of these things, just let me know. So it's time to create a new mindset. So I hope you'll join me. Alana will teach you the program, but I will be there. I will be your coach. I'll be there to help keep you on track, to help answer any questions that you have, and all those things. So I am your coach. I am there for you. And so that is all I had for the presentation. So yeah, so I really hope, you know, you see the value in this program. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be selling this if I did not actually believe in it. I really do. And this is the program that I am hoping to move forward with basically like for the rest of my life, because it really is just, it is a mindset, and it's so much more positive. Like I've never done another program that felt so positive to me. I know that Weight Watchers had a very positive vibe in like all of the meetings and things, but for me, like if I went over my points and negative points for the week or whatever, then you felt like, oh, you know, I failed. And there's no failure in the 2B mindset. One of the mantras is, if you're not losing, you're learning. And so I love that. I'm a learner. I love that, constantly learning. And I think it's really great. That's all I can say. It's really great. And I would love, honestly, to surround myself with people that aren't just strangers on the internet, who are also, you know, interested in doing this. And so I would love to have some people join me in November for this group. Let me know, and we can set up a one-on-one meeting. If you want to go over it, we can just chat via text or Facebook Messenger or whatever works for you guys. So just let me know, and that's it. So I hope you enjoy seeing my cat. You know, he's just chilling back here. So anyhow, that's it. So hopefully I talk to some of you guys soon. Bye.